Does barbecuing chicken get you frustrated? I know a lot of people get that way whenever it's time to get nice, moist, and tasty chicken. So I've got some leg quarters. We're gonna put them on the offset smoker, my Lone Star grill, and I'm gonna give you some ideas, some tips, maybe some tricks that will help you make better barbecued chicken. And folks, one reason I'm doing leg quarters today is just because they're easier to cook. They're gonna hold their moisture better. They've got more flavor to them. And if you're new at the chicken game, you may want to try leg quarters before going to the breast or whole chickens. And all I do to get mine ready is I cut off that tail and I look for big chunks of fat. So I'll come underneath here, I'll cut that off. This isn't bad. If there were big pieces of fat, looks like this one does right here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take that off. So it's out of here. Clean these up somewhere I need to and cut off any excess skin there may be. Let me get all these leg quarters trimmed up and I'll get back with you when it's time for us to apply the rub. The birds have been trimmed and I've dried them. But if you get little pin feathers in there, just pull those out. Not a big deal, easy to do. Just get those out. I like to put a binder on my chicken and I like to use mustard. I do have a video of running a test on different binders. I'll put a link down below where y'all can find it. It does not take a whole lot of mustard to do this. We just want enough to help this chicken be sticky so our rub will stick to it. And that is about enough. I'm gonna do this side good. Turn them over. See, that was enough really for both sides. This chicken, I tell you what, it looked like it had been through a battle. I don't know what HEB did to their chickens, but the skin is pretty tore up. But we're not gonna worry about it. We're gonna cook them like it is. They're gonna come out good anyways. Got some great rubs for them tonight, and I recommend you just getting the rub you like the best. I like Cosmos, I like Uncle Steve's, got a lot of different rubs I use tonight. We are gonna be using Cosmos though. I'm gonna use two rubs tonight. We're gonna start off with Cosmos Dirty Bird, put that on. And we're just gonna do this bottom side first because that's what's gonna be down. So get them a nice coating of Dirty Bird. Now that we have a coating of Dirty Bird on, we're gonna come back, folks, with Honey Chipotle Killer Bee. This is fantastic on chicken. I love it on ribs. You can use the regular Honey Killer Bee and couple that with the hot Dirty Bird, or when I use the regular Dirty Bird, I come back with the Chipotle Honey Killer Bee. So either one of those work really good. It's got a great flavor and it puts a nice color on this chicken. One tip I'm gonna show you real quick is that if you're in a hurry, all right, and you know you don't have much time to cook your leg quarters, one thing you can do to speed it up is grab that leg quarter, bend it backwards, pull it out of joint, put it back together. You'll never really see that in the presentation. That's a little trick that definitely will decrease your cook time. Now that we have them turned, we are going back with our Dirty Bird again. And this is gonna be our finished side, so we want it to be nice and even, looking pretty. Remember to hold that shaker up high above. It'll spread out a little better if you do. And once again, we're gonna finish up with our Honey Chipotle Killer Bee. Let me tell you, this is a great combination. You will enjoy it. I like to cook my chicken at about 300 degrees. So we're gonna go over there and check the pit, see where the temps are. And if the temps are right, we're gonna get these on there. Time to get these chickens onto the grill. It is nice and hot. I am gonna put them on the bottom rack. These have sweated out nicely. They're gonna have some great color on them. They're gonna have some great flavor on them. So let's get them on the grill. Sitting here right next to the firebox. You get some good heat there. And these are gonna take about an hour to cook. I am gonna put on a thermometer. So come in here, one of the bigger ones. I'll stick my instant read on it. That way I can track it, because I'm gonna sauce these and I don't want them to get over 160 before I sauce them. Let's check these chickens out. Pull the top shelf out so y'all can see a little better, but see what the temperature is. About 167. There you go, 156. not quite as much. Try this one. Okay, so we got these good. Let's get these off. We're gonna get them sauced. And we're just gonna put some of my barbecue sauce on them, but looks pretty good. With my leg quarters and my halves also. I usually do not sauce the back side. So what I do is I just sauce the tops. If this was hot, it would flow on maybe a little bit better, flow across this chicken, but it's not. I'm gonna go ahead and take out my temp spike. Don't need that anymore. We know the temperature's right on these. They have just got to finish cooking, set this sauce. So we are there, just gonna brush this on. Pick that up a little bit. This is really, really nice looking chicken. I told you that Dirty Bird and that Honey Chipotle Killer Bee would put some nice color on these birds. And it sure has. Now, if you think it's a little dry, one thing, a little trick here, guys, is get some of that juice that's running out of them. Boy, put that back up on top. That's never a bad thing to mix with your sauce when you're going back in there. So you kind of gather it up and brush it on. All those pieces are looking good. Let's go back, get them on the pit, get them finished up, and let y'all see them. Let's open up this pit, see if we can get these leg quarters back on there. Probably another 10, maybe 15 minutes. That sauce will be set and they'll be ready to come out. Guys, there's a lot of things to talk about, like running a clean fire. I do have a video that talks about things not to do on an offset smoker and things to do. That might not be a bad video for you to go watch. But I think these chicken legs are gonna look very, very nice on here. There you have it. Let's shut this down and we'll see if we can go about another 15 minutes. Let's get these out of here. We've had time for that sauce to set up. That bird is looking lovely. Tell you what, this is gonna be good eating, folks. Show you that one right there. That. Man. Went ahead and sauced that other one. Did that off camera a while ago. Well, there you have it. Some beautiful chicken. We're gonna be sampling here in just a minute. We're letting them rest right now. But guys, remember I started off with Dirty Bird, came back on top with some Honey Chipotle Killer Bee. If you wanted to, injecting would be a fantastic thing to do with that chicken. It's gonna add moisture, it's gonna add flavor. You can also brine. I have videos on brining, chicken breasts, whole chickens. I have those on there to help keep that moisture in those birds. It tells us to cook a chicken to 165 degrees. I've been known to pull one at 160 and let it carry over cook to that 165, guys. When I cook whole chickens or halves, I put the legs toward the fire because they can take the heat better. Always remember that. And remember to dislocate those joints in the legs if you're looking for them to cook a little faster and you're cooking those leg quarters. So a few different tips I gave you tonight. Hope those work. Let's get one of these, give it a try, see how it turned out. And I bet you it's pretty good. And I bet you if you'll just do those few things, it's gonna help your game. And another thing you're gonna need is good thermometers. Guys, whether it's a wireless thermometer or it is a wired thermometer, both those helps you track those temperatures. Everybody needs it. My dad and my Uncle Jack would go up, lay their hands on a pit and cook that way. And that's the way I used to do it, but it's so much more accurate with a thermometer. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. I got this one from Thermopin, a little instant read you saw me using a while ago. I think it's less than 30 bucks, guys. Put a link down below if you want it. But I like it. It's working really well for me. Lights up well, measures quickly. I have no complaints about it at all. But you don't have to go buy, a $50 or $100 thermometer. But get you a nice instant read thermometer. That's another tip I'm gonna give you that's gonna help your barbecue game. Not just with your chicken, but overall barbecue, because you're knowing what those meat temps are and you're understanding when to pull them off. But these have rested a while. Let's give one a try. We'll see how we like it. Then we'll take them inside and see how the family likes them. That chicken looks pretty. slice into it. Let y'all look. I'm gonna break it open here a little bit, but there it is. That is moist. It's cooked all the way through. Finish cutting that if we want to and let you see that leg, but that is a pretty chicken. Again, guys, start off with thighs. Start off with leg quarters. They're very forgiving, unlike the breast are. Let's give it a taste. That chicken's looking really good. My barbecue sauce is a chipotle barbecue sauce. So it's got some vinegar in there, but it's got some sweetness and a little bit of kick in the back end. But I'm liking the way the chicken turned out. Let's see how it tastes with those Cosmos rubs. Dripping. Look at that. Can you see it? Moisture dripping out of that chicken. Remember the pointers I gave you. Maybe they'll help you up your chicken game a little bit. But I think these are great leg quarters. I bet you like them too. If you use the recipe, let me know. Get down there and let me know which one of the tips maybe you hadn't heard of before. And leave some comments down there. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends and family about us. We're going to see y'all down the road on Texas style barbecue and cuisine. So long, everybody.